Hello, and welcome to the Daily Black Desert News. Yes. I have some big news to reveal.
All right.
Oh, it's so big.
Do it.
Big. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. I have a tier 4 penguin. And it looks
Congrats.
beautiful.
It does look pretty good, actually. Yeah.
He
Has
looks
lovely
so
hair.
beautiful. He's so pretty, Kowalski.
Tree
His
textures.
left eyeball is named Kowalski.
And yes, and
Yes.
very, very pretty trees over here. And there's some
Ear.
text there.
Ear.
I don't know what that text is. It's in my
Ear.
leg.
Are we standing in a garden?
What's
No.
that? I don't understand. What could ear be? I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay, that'll remain a mystery, but I have an even bigger reveal.
Okay.
This is super exclusive.
Okay.
I broke into Pearl Abyss offices, hacked into all of their PCs, and I stole super exclusive Tier 9 Hell Horse concept art.
Wait, what?
Just take a look at this.
What is it?
I want one.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I want this. It looks like it's covered in ugly veins.
Let me just cover up that. But yes, aren't you impressed? Wow.
Well, I guess in a way I am impressed.
It is so beautiful. Look at its beautiful eyes. Wow.
I don't think I want to stare at its eyes.
Okay,
think
I guess I should actually give credit to Sokka from the horse racing community who randomly posted this, and I wanted to add it to this podcast because it looks so beautiful.
I would mount that.
Okay, so I have a bunch of news to talk about, so I'll just get into that. But by the way, we have Pivim here. He hasn't been on a podcast before. Say hello.
Yay! Hello.
Okay.
It's me.
Other news stuffs. So there was a German interview recently with a German fan site, I think a role-playing fan site, and they talked a little bit. The very first question was, "Where are the male elves? Where are they?"
Ugh.
And the answer is that they say that yes, they do indeed exist, but they're very rare, and they're apparently on some kind of expedition to protect something crucial to the world. So they're gone from Kamasylvia right now. They're just doing something apparently important.
F you.
And even further down, which I can't scroll to, there's a question where they ask, "Hey, we want playable male elves, please, playable male elves." And then Pearl said that please use your imagination. One day your imagination may come true. So
That
maybe
sounds like something they've said before.
yeah, there was actually yet another interview recently where someone asked, "Hey, what about the male elves?" And they said that all they have so far is a bunch of visual assets. They don't have a playable male elf, and that was the entire answer in that other interview.
What happened to that one male elf?
Yeah, that's what they answered about in the other interview. Where I think that's the visual assets that we're talking about, which we saw in that trailer 4 years ago. I think that trailer is 4.5 years ago now. That's kind of insane. Okay, let's keep on going because I have plenty of news. So, Pearl Abyss randomly bought up this company, which is making something called Net Tension, which is a network library middleware thing. And the more details about this was revealed in another interview where they said that this is specifically going to be used with a mobile version of Black Desert. It's not going to be used for the main version of the game.
Okay.
Oh, Peel Abyss, not Pearl Abyss, Peel Abyss apparently.
Oh, great.
Okay, more news. This is a man.
Let me cover that up.
Yeah, this. We need to cover this up. So I just randomly downloaded this while looking at the Japanese website, and it reminded me that for some reason the Japanese version has 3 outfits, which is unique to their version. This is one of them. So so I have this one and the Mai Shiranui outfit, which is exclusive due to copyright reasons, and the other unique one is this one.
Oh.
I don't
The
understand.
Japanese version is a superior version, obviously.
I don't understand why these just aren't released to all versions of the game, to be honest. I am puzzled.
Shrug.
Isn't this one of the water ones from the new water park?
No. This is an old one. I don't know when it was released, but it's not from the water park.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not from this watermark here.
Yes. New news. Oh, where are the new news? Ooh, trailer. What am I showing right now?
I guess I'll find out in a second.
I can't remember what I'm showing right now. Oh yeah, this is a trailer for the Chinese version of Black Desert.
This looks like the Xbox One X trailer.
I think it's different, although it might be.
Oh, okay, that's a different scene. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've used some of the footage in other trailers before, but it's a new trailer. But it's a fancy trailer. It's a fancy trailer. I'll link to a bunch of the stuff I'm showing in the podcast in the video description.
It looks like they're using Yabis in some of these images.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of hard to tell. The image quality is kind of low here.
I definitely that's new. But yeah, some of these scenes I definitely recognize from the Xbox One X trailer.
I like the Xbox trailer. That was a cool trailer.
Yeah.
It looked pretty good.
Okay, I'll just move on here.
Oh.
So, so this is a news post about the Chinese version. I just wanted to highlight one specific bit here. So they're gonna reveal they're gonna have a playable version at some kind of event, and for the booth at the event, they're importing 20 tons of sand for the booth decor.
Wow.
It just I don't know.
I don't get PR teams. I don't get them.
It seems like a weird thing to do.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I don't think I have anything more to say about that.
I don't think anyone has anything more to say to that.
Okay, more news. It's another trailer. Oh.
It's the one I think it is.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay, it's this one.
So a couple of weeks ago, they released the Mystic to the Korean version of the game, which is the female striker.
She seems pretty cool.
I like this trailer. This trailer is really, really fancy.
Very artsy, yeah.
And I played as her a little bit, and I mean, not surprisingly, she's pretty similar to the striker. I think I would compare it to like the differences between Musa and Mewa. So a lot of her moves are very, very similar, but she's got some moves which are completely unique. And one thing which surprised me is that even though many of the moves are similar, I think all of her animations are unique, at least almost all of them. And she's got some of these fancy poses she can do. I like fancy poses.
Pretty fancy.
Pretty fancy. And I think she's also one of the best looking female models created in the game so far.
I really like her hair.
Yeah, she's got really fancy hair. But
what do you know? I'll get it out really quick.
I mean, it's kind of obvious, like, the balance between male and female classes might be slightly off, and they're not helping with classes like this.
They release male striker with a displaced nipple.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Female
that thing.
striker is just going to be the best female character model that they have, with all these fancy animations that they put time into.
Someone
Bite
must...
me. That's it.
Someone should do some research to figure out if her nipples are displaced as well.
Oh god.
She looks happy.
Yeah, she's got some really cool outfits as well, I think. But yeah, she seems neat. I don't think I'll play much as her. I'm more curious about future classes. So, more news. More news.
Is this the trailer I'm thinking of?
I have many trailers here. I'm not even sure what trailer this is. I'll see in a second. Okay, yeah. This is this trailer.
One.
So they announced details about the second awakening system, where you mix 2 pre-awakening skills to make it a whole new skill. And it seems like, I think they're going to expand upon it in the long run, because right now, I think you can only choose between like 3 skills or something in total.
Also, I just want to point out, your eyes do not see the frame rate in the official trailer. It really is that bad.
Yeah, this is not the podcast freaking out. This video is actually this low frame rate. I think someone at Pearl Abyss, I don't know. Well, I have no idea why they recorded video at such a bad frame rate. I don't know.
Yeah, it's quite terrible.
But I also think it said that you can have maximum of 1 of these new skills. But maybe that's something which will be expanded upon in the future. But it is interesting, and it makes it adds a little bit of variety to classes which never touch their pre-awakening skills anymore.
That looks so OP.
Judging from some of the skills I saw, it seems like for some classes there's some combinations that are like no-brainers, and then there's a few other combinations that are like, why would I ever pick this?
But
I don't know. We'd have to wait and see more details.
Did you read about this? Did they reveal specifics about the properties and what moves you were combining? Because the information I saw wasn't super specific.
I think the information I saw, it just said which 2 skills you could combine.
Okay.
I want that PvP arena with all the colors. Like
what arena?
Training test room.
Oh, like a place like this?
Yes.
That'd be fun. But yeah, I guess I'll just move on. I think there's another trailer here. Yeah. This might be the trailer you're thinking of.
I guess we'll see in a second.
Oh.
Yeah,
tentacles.
This is
the one. Oh, it's too scary.
Oh.
Pretty.
Oh no, the monster.
So yeah, this is the upcoming, I think it's called Vell in Korea and Vell for us. The new sea monster world boss thing. Which is going to be pretty big. Like as we said in the previous podcast, its size is apparently roughly equal to Heidel. And
wow.
They emphasize that a lot of players will really need to cooperate if they want to take this beast down.
time to level up hunting.
But apparently you'll get good rewards if you can kill it.
Yeah,
That'll
one
probably just become
reward,
like the mutant Trolloson.
one reward they unveiled was that you can get a very good alchemy stone from it.
Yeah, worth 1 billion, and the stats are equal to a yellow sharp destruction stone, but it also has an additional 3 AP.
There you go.
There you go. More news.
So cute.
That's adorable.
They revealed a whole bunch of news. I think it was yesterday or today. I don't know. I'm bad with days. So back in, I think it was April, with the whole festival thing, I forgot the name of, they revealed kill death ratio information for each class, and now they revealed updated information, and this might be difficult to look at in the podcast.
Yeah.
Is this the new or old information? I might have included the picture for the old information by accident. This looks very familiar to the old information.
This is Tama, right here.
What's that date at the bottom?
No. This one, yeah. Oh yeah, this is new. This is new. Like it's showing like July and stuff. Like that's new. Either way, compared to the April chart, this is now slightly more balanced, but still you see Wizard, Witch, and Dark Knight pretty high up. I think
Yeah.
berserkers were at the bottom. They don't really kill people; they just hug all day long. But it is slightly more balanced than last time we saw this. Another thing they're adding is that you can hit scarecrows. So
All right, yeah. I remember reading about this and I was like, what?
if you go to a skill instructor NPC and buy a coupon, they didn't specify how you buy this coupon, if it's a pro shop thing or not. Then, if you buy with this coupon, you can go to Scarecrow and hit it and go AFK, and you will earn XP.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So it's an
Yep.
FK way of earning XP in the game. They very briefly had this system temporarily in the Korean version for free many months ago, where it was only enabled for like 3 days or so. But I think now it's just being added for real forever. So whenever you want to, you can go AFK train and level up. But no details as to how you buy this coupon. Like, I mean, it says you go to an NPC, so maybe that's a hint that you just spend silver. But I'll be kind of surprised if they're that friendly with it.
Yeah.
Either way, I am not a huge fan of endless grinding, so I think this is a good change.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I feel a little strange about it because it's like there's already so much stuff you can do in the game AFK.
Yeah. And this is a very quick sneak peek at the Mystic Awakening. I think the only thing they said is that it'll be different than the Striker Awakening. I don't think they mentioned anything else.
I mean, yeah, look at all these rings. That's different.
I think her tail is her awakening.
I kind of assumed that would just be part of the costume, but hey.
I wonder if they're going to go with a similar, like, element opposite kind of thing that they've done in the past between male and female classes. So Striker has fire awakening, Mystic will have, like, water or ice.
There was that trailer Mystic where it ended with something in the water, so maybe that is a hint that it's water related.
That makes sense.
I want to say someone actually did data mining and they found skill text which talked about water stuff. I could be wrong when I say this, I can't remember. So other news is that they acknowledged that some people don't really like the RNG related with enchanting gear in this game. So as a way to give more options, they're adding this gear to the game, which you can get via media, and it's basically equivalent to pre or duo gear. So this will drop, and it can't be enchanted, but it's okay stats when you get it.
That's okay.
More
I
alt
hope
gear.
it has a new model.
Oh, that's the whole beast thing again. We talked about
Ah.
that.
Vell.
Oh yeah, there's the alchemy stone.
Yeah, that's alchemy stone you can get from the big monster. And
Interesting.
I do agree. I hope this to have new models. As a side note, I'm kind of surprised. There's a bunch of costumes which were in the I think it was first and second Korean closed betas, which hasn't been in the game since then. But it looked cool. So I've always been confused as to why they weren't ever properly introduced into the main game. So maybe they could finally reuse those outfits for this. I don't know. And they're adding this luxury auction system where you can bid for items, and it'll be an actual normal bidding auction system where the person with the highest bid will win. And with this system, you can get extremely rare valuable items. They had a few examples like class XP transfer coupon if you want to re-roll and have a high level class immediately, or a life
Wow.
XP transfer coupon. And they also mentioned something called Asha's weapon, which I have no idea what is.
That could be interesting, but of course the chances of you getting one will be slim to none.
Pretty outfit.
Indeed.
Okay, there's one image I forgot to include. They're adding a camping system to the game, which will help with grinding. You can set up this tent close to a grind spot, and at the tent you can do basic vendor stuff like repair your equipment or buy potions. I kind of
That
wish
would be
nice.
really helpful.
I kind of wish I included the picture because like the tent look kind of cute. And they briefly talked about they had a costume contest last year in Korea, but they still haven't been able to properly actually make all of those costumes for the game. They talked about it being a little bit difficult making some of the costumes for the game, but they also mentioned at the end that they're hiring more people to make more higher quality costumes. I don't know if they're specifically saying that those people will then finish those costumes they couldn't finish from the contest. I don't know.
Okay.
And there's even more news. They're adding 2 new siege weapons. One matchlock, which is a matchlock rifle, which is specifically for PvP, for shooting people. And one siege axe, which is for taking down siege barricades.
Choppy.
And they're going to overhaul the tutorial to make it easier for people to get into the game, because some people are kind of overwhelmed by everything in the game. There's a lot of stuff in the game.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I imagine they got a lot of feedback about that when the Steam release happened.
Yeah, I imagine that.
They said they were going to add dancing, and I hope that some of these dance moves are in as dancing.
Yeah, that'd be cute. I kind of like some of these silly dances you see in at this water park.
Have they added a male swimsuit option yet? Like they added the female Termian water park outfit?
No. So very recently they added basically this for female classes, and I would assume they would also add like this for male classes, but that hasn't happened yet.
I'd assume that too, if I didn't know Pearl Abyss.
Wow. The drama, the hatred, wow.
I'm trying to control myself, I'm sorry.
They also mentioned a couple of things quickly without saying any details. They're saying that they're working on other contents like energy burning, I don't know what that is, and reinforced farming, and improved Imperial delivery, but I didn't specify any details whatsoever.
That ship looks really cool. That's the pirate ghost ship thing that comes from the beach quest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be like over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then you dive under and get the treasure. I hope they use this model other places because it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool looking ship.
Yeah.
Very, very spooky.
I also like this.
I think you can get that now.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about the chariot thing, but maybe the horse armor.
No, I think both. I think it was very recently added to the Pearl shop.
That wagon seems like something that's meant to have been released with Kamasylvia content because it fits that environment a lot more.
Yeah, the order of stuff they released makes a lot of more sense for the Korean version than the English version. Wow, why are you covering up your face?
Dislikes the hair?
I don't think I think I was a little bit mixed up with the screenshots. Like I wasn't supposed to include those. Okay, this one I was supposed to include because I like it as 3 crazy cats.
She's the authority in sharp black crystals.
It's me.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Pivimta, you're real.
Hey, we look really similar.
You're an Eldiot.
Yeah.
All my characters look like Chris Redfield.
I love that value pack.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Oh God.
Okay, keep going.
What was I saying? They're gonna quickly look through
That looks like
notes.
Lynchy, but as a Mewa.
Yeah, someone posted on forums that they wanted a character recreated from Vindictus, and I randomly said, "Hey, let's try to do it." So I made this Mewa. I was kind of happy with how she looks. So I'm gonna quickly look through notes. You can just like talk among yourselves in the meantime.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
I think he said talk, not cat fight.
Meow.
Okay, I think there's one final thing. Gee!
Wow.
Whoa, you're a striker?
I think there's one quick thing I want to talk a little bit about. Since we talked briefly about the drama, I want to talk a little bit more about drama stuff.
Oh, no.
Oh, yay.
Okay, I won't go into super detail, but like about a month ago, there was kind of a big scandal thing happening with Kakao and the community. So a couple of months ago, they banned a bunch of people for managing to have more than 2 workers on a single node. And then 1 hour later, they unbanned almost all of them, saying, hey, we banned these people by accident. These were false positives. But then, like 1 or 2 months later, it was revealed that, hey, one big streamer, he's got 2 workers on 1 node. That's not supposed to be possible. And people reported this to Kakao and everything, and the streamer said that, hey, that wasn't an accident. I have literally no idea how this happened. And a lot of other people in the community went forward and said the same thing. Well, so a bunch of people got a new temporary ban because of this. Once this was discovered, 40 people got a temporary ban of 72 hours. 3 got a perma ban after the 72-hour ban. Then a lot of people came out and said, "We have no idea how this happened," and it is kind of a murky thing, because then Kakao also said that, hey, this could not be done by accident, but they also revealed information about how much silver people earned through the exploit, and some people earned as little as 100k or 200k, which is absolutely nothing. That's like using a node like for 2 or 3 runs at all.
Ugh.
So it's just a confusing mess, because it doesn't sound like a lot of these people did it intentionally, but then again, Kakao did say that, hey, you must have done it intentionally. And
this is, yeah, they said in that statement where they banned people, like people shared screenshots of the statements that they made. They actually went out of their way to say it is impossible to do this without knowing.
It is weird, because the order events is so weird. Like, they permaban people, then an hour they removed the bans, and then 2 months later they decided, 72-hour bans, that's appropriate. Like, the order events is so weird. It sounds like Kakao had no idea what is going on.
I mean, what's new? But they had the false positives to begin with. So
Yeah.
What is that supposed to say? Like, how did they ban people if it wasn't just an accident?
And they're also able to get really accurate numbers for how much people earned from this, so I would assume they have reliable server logs showing what happened. And these numbers like super specific. I think the highest number for a person was 50 million, which is still a fairly small amount of silver if you're going out of your way to break the terms of use and exploit in the game. But the very worst thing of all this is how the community is acting, because they are super actively witch hunting this one streamer, and I think that is kind of nonsense. Like, this is up to Kakao to punish these people. It's not up to the community, especially since we don't know for certain if it was done on purpose or not. I think another point is that the method for doing the exploit was never ever discovered. Like, no one knows how anyone was able to have more than 2 workers on a node.
The whole thing is super ugly and messed up. It
So-
was a shame to watch it unfold.
I think there's one really funny thing about all of this. So the streamer, who is Bladebocus, he had been streaming lately where he's got a guild house to work on a guild elephant, and they got a guild house which is in Western Valencia, which is not in a safe zone. So they've been working on that, and he was streaming it. And there's one other guild called Naga who's been basically witch hunting them like crazy. So they like went just outside the guild house walls and started casting spells through the walls to damage the people inside the guild house. And then people in Blade's guild started fighting back by trying to do the same thing, by like casting spells through the wall. And one of them accidentally managed to basically suck one of the Naga people through a door into the guild house, which is not supposed to be possible.
Whoa.
And then the Naga people started experimenting with this, and they found a reliable way to basically force people through walls. And they uploaded this whole video where, hey, we managed to get through this wall with an exploit, and we killed everyone in the guild house. The irony is absolutely baffling. Someone in Blade's guild accidentally found a way to get someone through a wall, and this Naga guild purposefully started exploiting to get people inside the guild house to kill Blade, who they think they had exploited it on purpose, but it looks like he did it on accident.
Oh man, I hadn't heard this story.
That's the attitude of all of them, and Kakao has done nothing but humor them too.
Yeah, I think Kakao has handled this pretty badly, but I think the worst thing is that, like, just please show some basic respect to other people and like don't try to witch hunt like crazy. It's kind of embarrassing to watch. Okay, that was my rant.
Good job.
I think it was handled extremely poorly, and I mean, why couldn't it have just been handled in a way where, like, it literally is just the business of the player and Kakao or Prolibus. Like, no one else has any say with any part of it in that relationship of the consumer and the publisher. It's not your business. Like, if someone violates the terms of use, then that's between them, the person that violated it, and the publisher or the developer.
Yeah, and
you don't have any say in how that's handled.
And if the community is gonna like push anyone for something to be done, like they should be talking to Kakao. Like Kakao are the ones who messed up in this instance. Like the way they handle the bans is just completely weird and confusing. It makes no sense.
Why could they not have just, like, they took this action in the long run eventually. Why could they not have just temporarily banned some people that needed to be banned, or made a statement like, this exploit existed in the game, we've since patched it out, all silver from this effect has been removed?
Oh yeah, I guess there's one small thing I forgot to mention is that they actually said that the reason why this could still be done is that they forgot. I think that's the wording they used, that they said that they forgot to reset the workers involved in the exploit. So it was Kakao's fault as to why it could still be done at all. And then people got they got punished for it.
They mishandled it at every single turn.
Yeah, it's
witch hunt would not have existed if they hadn't handled it this way.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's all of the news. That's all of the news.
Well, there's one more bit of news.
Oh,
but it's bad news.
Yay, bad news.
Kamasylvia is still not out in NAU.
Yeah, did they? Yeah, they actually had a weird thing they said on the forums about that, where they specifically said that Mystic will be out before Kamasylvia.
Really?
And I don't understand why they're taking so long. It's kind of funny. When I played on the Korean version some months ago, I might have mentioned this in a previous podcast. I can't remember. In the Korean version, you can change the language of the voice NPCs, and if you switch it to English and go to Kamasylvia, the NPCs there are actually speaking English. They have already localized Kamasylvia Part 1 into English with voices.
Part 2 is coming with Part 1 confirmed.
If that's true, I think it's a mistake. I think that'll just take too long. I think it's also bad from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah, I think the community as a whole is it's hungry for a sizable content update.
Yeah, I think it's really about time that Kamasylvia. It's been almost 8 months since it was released in Korea. I could
really that long?
Yeah, I can understand it would take a few months, but this long, I think it's been taking too long.
And they haven't made an exact statement as to why they've delayed it, right?
Nope.
No, they didn't. Like, again, things are just handled so weirdly and in such a confusing way. They had a trailer back in March.
Yeah, but it was unlisted.
Yeah, I can't remember how it was revealed again, but they did basically take down the announcement of the trailer somehow.
I think it was found in some kind of social media like Twitter or something.
I think that's right.
I think that was just another mistake of Kakao releasing something that they weren't supposed to.
It's weird though, because if I recall, the trailer was in English.
It was, like, it had English names for all the places.
Yeah, so it was. They must have changed their mind about when they wanted to release Kamasylvia. And since then, they have said now and then that Kamasylvia coming soon. But then soon means absolutely nothing when it comes to PR.
Yep.
Now I can kind of feel sad we're being so negative about everything.
Well, there's been a lot of really bad miscommunications, and that's in Kakal's words themselves. They've blamed miscommunication several times.
Yeah.
I feel like Pearl Abyss might have changed their minds about the release just from the information that they gathered of how many players exactly were ready for that release. We're high enough level to enjoy that area the way it's supposed to be played.
Yeah.
But maybe they made that decision and that wasn't communicated well to Kakao, and Kakao kept saying, oh, it's coming. This is when it's coming. And they weren't supposed to have said that. And that created this, that's why everyone's so angry, and that's why everyone wants to know where it is, because they did tell us that it was coming. What was it, April originally that was supposed to come?
It was March,
yeah. I mean, if that miscommunication hadn't happened, I mean, at this point, we might still be wondering where it is, but we wouldn't have had statements that have said we should have had it by now. So we wouldn't.
Yeah.
People would not be arguing that we should have had it. I mean, we could still be wondering maybe they're still doing localization, or maybe they're still working on it. Maybe there's things that still need to be done. But that information was revealed to us when it shouldn't have been.
It is, yeah. They really need to work on just messaging to the community. It reminds me of last year where I think they promised that Nuva would be released. Was it by September or November, something like that? And it wasn't really released until very late in December, and the community wasn't super happy about that either.
It happens way too often, and we don't know why. We don't know what the cause is. Maybe it's just really bad communication between Pearl Abyss and Kakao, and that goes both ways. You can't just blame one side of that, I guess. But at the same time, Kakao should know how to handle that information a little bit better.
Yeah.
Speaking of things we don't know much about, they also recently changed the maintenance schedule.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna mention that. I noticed there's actually one thing in my notes I skipped, and that's the thing. They're changing maintenance to happen once every 2 weeks rather than every week. So
I think it's okay.
So every other week we'll get maintenance, and this is actually, I think, the same for every region. It's the same for the Korean version as well.
Yeah, actually, I think that message from overseas, where a lot of this information came from, actually mentioned the maintenance change in like the same paragraph as talking about getting more quality content done, or something to that effect.
I can understand that. I would definitely appreciate beefier updates slightly less frequently, because every week it doesn't seem entirely necessary. We have some pretty empty patches, but we still have to wait like 5 hours for servers to come back up.
I think it's a good change, especially since there's been quite a few maintenances which has been going pretty badly, where they really messed up things.
Yeah, hot fixes aplenty.
Also, it sounds like Pearl Abyss does work with every single patch, and if they're doing patchwork every week for every region, that sounds like insanity.
It does.
So I think making so it's every other week, that just reduces the chances of things going wrong.
I think that's a good thing.
Where did Primotor go? I don't see it.
I disappeared a while ago.
Oh, okay. Oh,
well, never to return.
Maybe this is a sign we've been going on for too long.
Well, there's one more little thing I want to bring up from the Korean version. They added the PvE tower defense mode, the Rift of the Barbarian. They added it, they took it away, and then they brought it back again.
Yeah, I think they wanted to do a bit more work to it.
Yeah.
But I think now it's been added to the game for good in the Korean version. And they've...
I was just going to say, had you played it since they re-added it to see if they'd made any big changes?
No, I've only ever played it once. I don't think they've like overhauled the mode. I think they just tuned it and rebalanced it.
Yeah, I remember seeing things about like tweaking HP values of enemies and bosses, and I think they said you can now get a little bit of combat XP from it now.
Yeah, I remember reading that too, yeah.
So there's no chance they made it so actual combat is useful rather than just the guns?
No, it still looks... No, it's definitely very much a tower defense mode.
Yeah, if anything, I think they said they made the match locks a little better.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be using normal combat. Maybe in the long run they'll add some kind of survival or horde mode, which we thought the mode was when we first heard about it. I mean, it's at least fun in its current state. Like it's very different than any other part of the game, and I feel like my video might be somewhat of a bad representation because I didn't do anything of the base building, and I think that's where some of the more depth and fun comes from. And also, I basically won simply because of that one guy exploiting the AI by standing on that one rock where the AI couldn't reach him, but they got stuck right next to him.
So the bosses that show up during the mode, can they drop boss gear?
I know they drop items. I don't know if they can drop boss gear.
Because if they could, that would be another thing to grind for boss gear, I guess.
Yeah, and if I recall, the main reward for completing all waves is 10 million silver.
Okay, not bad.
Not a terrible reward. Not a terrible reward.
No, and I think it's good. They also add the bonus of getting combat XP. So that might be a good way of leveling alts potentially. So Gamescom will be, is it 1 week from now?
2 weeks, I think.
I expect we'll get a bunch of new news then.
Yeah, Kakao have announced that they will be doing something there, like they had a little gathering or something.
Yeah. It just, I mean, it's just such a big event, I just automatically assume there will be news from there. They had this weird show there last year, which was just weird, where they announced the Awakenings for the English version, and they also announced Margora for the English version. So we'll see if anything is happening at Gamescom.
Oh, come on. They have an opportunity here. The Kamasylvia announcement. It makes too much sense. Just do it, Kakao. Just do it.
Yes. I know what you're thinking, Ramen. I know what you're thinking. It's about bloody time Kakao announces Magic Carpet Ray. Magic Carpet Ray.
Rights that are to that.
I'm not insane, Ramen. Magic Carpet.
Well, if they have anything to announce, we'll see it in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I think it's August 24th is when Gamescom starts.
I thought it was early, like 19th or the 21th. I don't know.
I'll double check. Gamescom 2017. August 23rd to Saturday 26th, it says here.
Okay. And with that, unless other people have more stuff they want to talk about, I think that might be it.
Maybe.
I think you might be right.
That's it.
Okay. So I'll see you guys in the next daily Black Desert news, which is actually not daily. I'm sorry for IVM. It's actually not daily. I mean, it is kind of daily, but not really daily. I'm sorry. Yeah. Bye.
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 Bye.